this week we've got Lost and Found, White Upcharge, and Anti-Influencer.
What notes were those? To be exact,
Ethiopian
just so
notes.
I could remember.
Ethiopian notes.
Oh, okay.
I miss Ethiopian food.
It does sound like an Ethiopian restaurant soundtrack, huh?
Yeah, so for our first story, this wife from India, she had been looking for her husband and the father of her 2 children since 2016.
She was a real bitch. Scared him away.
What if he got lost?
The second part helped the first part.
What if he got lost?
What if it was a really sad story?
I know, it's when there's a mean girl.
Well, I hate to say this, but Bart is right.
Oh shit, I knew it.
He was running away.
I know wives.
Crazy.
I fucking know wives, and wives are horrible.
I apologize.
Not you.
Nice save.
I'm all smiling. I didn't even catch that until he said sorry.
The wife species is very bitch-like. You know what I'm talking about?
Bitch-like qualities, yeah.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
You have to get to the root of why, though. It's the husband's fault.
Because they're so stupid.
Can you go back to the
You're the disease.
I just gotta say this. Did Bart tell you that he hit a car?
No, he did not.
Yeah, can you please explain how you hit this car? And then you'll see why
have to
we become
stuff
bitches.
When did this
3
happen?
articles in 20 minutes.
I think everyone wants to know.
No.
I want to know. I veto. No.
Open another tab, open off the record, we'll talk about that.
Okay, good.
Finish this one first.
I'm not gonna forget.
So, yeah, he ended up leaving his wife and kids. And he was found because a family member of the wife was looking on TikTok and saw that this fool was on TikTok.
That was dancing.
Yeah.
I just picture like goom, 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 goom. I picture that one Indian guy that does all the hip hop shit with the gold
he's
chain.
amazing. He's amazing.
Just soul.
Oh, the one that you had the photo?
Oh, no, another one.
No, he looks like him though. But yeah.
No clue. But yeah, that guy, this guy was finally found.
What a loser.
I just picture a middle-aged Indian man on TikTok doing fucking lip syncing and dancing.
So it turns out that this dude, he has gone into a relationship with a trans woman, and that's who was in that video with him. And so when they approached him, like the cops and stuff, because the family and the wife and the family went to the cops to try to be like, hey, what the hell? We found my husband. And when they talked to him, he said that he left because of
My wife's a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much, because there was like home disputes that could not be resolved.
Yeah.
But at the end of this story, he ended up going back to her. So that was all like weird.
She's scary. I gotta go home now.
I can't play anymore. I gotta go home.
I know. I'm scared. Or what if he started having problems with his new girlfriend? He's like, maybe at first he was like, I get the best of both worlds. We could be like best buds, but then at the same time, you know, you're like a lady too. So like,
Are you describing your own feelings on this matter?
no, this guy.
Oh, okay,
This guy.
At least his kids now have their father back. And that's the end of that story.
That's just like weird. Like, why don't you just officialize the divorce, because you're just like leaving your kids hanging, and then they just have this like,
I know, right?
daddy left us.
Right?
I mean, I think the most important part of this story though is his TikTok account and
Yeah.
what kind of content this dude was
I want to see
posting.
this too, because I couldn't find what to
Fuck.
They never show that shit.
This is the dad.
He was very similar to what I was picturing.
And then the mom with the 2 kids.
So that's him and the girlfriend.
Yeah.
It always makes me so sad when kids are involved.
Yeah,
I know. It's like, come on.
They're young enough to not remember. But his TikTok account though, was he doing like scooter tricks? Was he doing dancing? Cause like,
They don't describe it.
I know, but my imagination is just going wild right now.
Dude, what if you
'cause-
have really shitty kids though? I will say, because I always think about this. You know about patricide, right? Like,
Yeah.
A certain percentage of the population, kids-wise, kills their parents every year. So that's like having a shitty kid. You had a
There's a
pretty
lot,
shitty kid.
all like what was those Menendez brothers?
Yeah,
was it
fuck yeah,
Menendez?
exactly.
But they were getting abused.
No, right. So a lot of people say like, well, the parents did that or influenced them in some way. I'm sure that that's a part of it, but fuck, dude. Sometimes you just have a shitty kid. And like they want to kill you or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe he was running away from a bad situation. With his
I saw a
children.
movie where a kid
He's an innocent man.
threw
Yearbooks.
a hairdryer into his mom taking a bath and electrocuted her.
Shit like that happens a lot, man.
That's a movie though.
Oh.
But that shit can be real.
Yeah, it's probably based off some truth.
Yeah.
I was traumatized. I saw that shit when I was like 6 at my friend's house.
Let's just get dogs and cats and save puppies.
I love dogs.
But some dogs kill their owners.
Yep.
We live in a dark world.
Owner side.
I don't want to believe it, Steve.
Why is everything so negative here? Removed.
Some
Every video's gonna be like.
some cats sleep on babies and the babies suffocate in the night.
So we're saying that sometimes it's okay to run away from your family.
It's true.
Sometimes it's okay to run away from your family because they're annoying. That's what
I
saying.
think.
So you're saying the guy was justified?
He could have been. I don't know. I don't know him individually.
Yeah, I think
That's true. Why are we so judgy? Why?
See?
It's just that side.
I thought all Indian moms were sluts when I was a kid.
What?
Why?
But now you know that they're not, right?
No, so my best friend, because I grew up on my street, they all show their bellies. You know, like when they wear like the traditional dress.
Yeah, the
So it's
sock.
like the mom's like this, the grandma's like this, the daughter's like this. They're all like this, and I'm like, damn, this is a sexy ass Indian family. And then, so I was just like, they like really want to get it on all the time.
Wow.
Bart sees a pregnant lady with her shirt coming out of her belly, and he's like, "What a fucking slut!"
You'll see like a lot of them, the traditional wear, it's like this.
Gio's face right now.
50 or 20.
Can I go to that side?
Were you in
Welcome. There's room for you.
Come join.
Let's go right here.
Come join.
Where are you going?
I don't want anything.
They're a part of the boring world.
You guys didn't have an Indian best friend, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait, how old were you?
Probably like 9 or 10. I'm like, damn, this is a freaky family.
You should have known better.
What?
He's a little kid. Okay, excuse me. He's a little kid.
Go over there.
Thank you, Steve.
Listen,
He's cultured.
when you're a kid,
We're on the same
you
side.
think all sorts of weird shit. I used to think that people who spoke another language just couldn't speak clearly. And I was like, what's wrong with them? Why can't they just talk regularly? Like, is their tongue all twisted up or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know because I'm a stupid kid.
I thought people that stuttered, no, not stuttered. What's the word? When people that go like
Stutter.
Stuttering?
stutter. I thought they all did it on purpose.
I thought that kids
I actually did. I had that same thought because my little cousin, she would do it on purpose.
For fun? For attention?
Yeah.
She's desperate for attention.
No, poor girl. She
thought that-
she needed love.
I thought that kids in wheelchairs were lucky because they got to sit down all day. I thought that shit when I was like 8. I was like, that's so cool.
My aunt told me that when she first encountered white people, she literally thought they were going blah, 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 to talk. She's like, and she would try to copy them.
That's my mindset when I was a kid. I remember thinking exactly that shit.
I'm gonna slowly remove myself.
And I asked my mom that.
All right, well, I hate to do this because this is a hilarious
Get the hell out of my
conversation.
seat.
No, I want to stay on the offensive side.
But we gotta move on to the next story. Moving on to the next story.
It's not offensive if children think it.
So there was this music festival in Detroit that's gonna be held in August called Afro Future Fest.
Afrofuture.
Yeah, and so they are in the news because initially they had an early bird people of color ticket priced at $10 and an early bird non-people of color ticket for $20. So they were saying they were charging white people double the price.
That's not cool.
But if you're white, you can just show up in blackface and get cheaper. And that's where it actually makes a lot of sense to do
Or
it.
what about that?
Loophole.
What about that white lady that
always
was
looking for the
like
deal.
a part of the NAACP
Oh,
or
Rachel
whatever?
Dolezal?
She was like
Yeah.
black rights, but she's white. She's like 100%
Which
white.
ticket would she buy?
What were they thinking? That's so rude.
So, I know, right? So they were saying.
That's so fucking funny.
So they were saying.
What's rude about it? Is it bad to ask that?
It's racist. It's discrimination. Like, why? Why are you trying to say? Why? Are you
It's actually illegal.
That's illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Oh, it's illegal.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, I might have to pay the fucking.
I mean, think about the white.
Are you half?
If white people had a white discount, that's
But how come it's like adults can't go to Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Yes, they can.
wait. Oh, you meant single males.
Yeah.
Adult single male adults can't go.
I was like, there's establishments that already have this where like we only want the young people, the old people.
I mean, I don't think they can turn you away like that.
Oh, okay.
So they said that. It said, quote, affording joy and pleasure is unfortunately still a privilege in our society for people of color, and we believe everyone should have access to receiving such. So that's the reason why they wanted to separate.
I can't stand by that because, okay, I believe in locals discounts, right? In tourist areas, and it does because that they don't discriminate by culture. It's like they know that they're dealing with inflated prices in their town because tourism. So like in Hawaii or like other places,
Disneyland.
they'll give you the locals discount, right?
Show your driver's license.
Yeah, I think that's fine, and I don't think that's like
Yeah, but it can't be
prejudice.
under the protected. I forgot the term, but like your race, your age, your
gender or whatever.
religion, all
Yeah,
that
It's
stuff.
discrimination, yeah.
Yeah, like these are like protected groups, and so they're saying that this was illegal. So Eventbrite, which is a site that was
doing the ticket sales.
they were doing the ticket sales, they tweeted this, and it says, charging different prices based on race or ethnicity clearly violates our terms of service. We are giving the creators of this event a chance to do the right thing and change their pricing, but we'll have to remove the event if they don't comply. Hashtag AfroFutureFest. So what ended up happening is that
They doubled the prices even more.
the event organizers tweeted this out.
Oh no.
And it says, for the safety of our community, family, elders who received threats from white supremacists and youth who were subjected to seeing racist comments on our IG page, AfroFutureFest has changed our ticket model to $20 general admission and suggested donation for non-people of color on Eventbrite. But then after that, Eventbrite was like, you still can't do that.
What the fuck are they
The
thinking?
donation thing, so they ended up removing that.
It's like, this is like the perfect example of like people who have kind of good intentions, but they like execute way like in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Well, they think it's good
What?
intentions, but
Yeah.
it's discrimination.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing about it.
Yeah, and they're just assuming that if you're not of color, then you're a fucking asshole. It's like, that's fucked up.
Like, it's just like, it stems from like, okay, like there's like the whole like white privilege thingamabob, and then they just like flip it like,
But that implies that there's something wrong with me because I'm white, and I'm like, I'm just over it. Like I don't know what I did.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like I'm just a guy, man.
And why are you getting discriminated against?
My ancestors maybe sucked. I don't think that I'm actually related to slave owners. I know some people are, and should they have to pay more for gas or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like it's weird. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Should old people pay the same price as us?
They don't.
they don't. They
get
pay
a discount.
That's why. So should they step it up and
Because they're the ones that fucked up more than we did.
no? Because they're paying. Why do they?
That's a good argument.
True.
It's like, we inherit the old people's problems,
Yeah.
so they should be paying more to fix their shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Stupid.
Because I mean, that's what's really happening.
I think
right?
Eventbrite should send them a thing. Hey, bingo nights are all gonna be the same now.
Martin Luther King wasn't about this shit, man. Like he wasn't like, we gotta separate everybody and make sure that when white people are around, I feel really uncomfortable and all this shit. He was like, we should all be around each other. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And like I read some story recently of like a college let a graduating class all graduate together as black people, like so they could be separate from the rest of the integrated group because they didn't want to be around white people while they're graduating or whatever.
Yeah, that's weird.
So shit like that is just like,
Because even in colleges, even if it's like an ethnic centered fraternity or sorority, they still can't exclude people. So if you're Asian, you want to apply for like a Latino sorority, or a fraternity, they still have to take you.
so that's what I thought was weird. It's like you want to be like that's what I think a lot of things are happening in media right now that influence people into thinking like, if I'm around a white person, that's uncomfortable for me because they fucked me over.
I mean, I think it's because of what we keep seeing, which we will talk about later, but like, white people calling the cops on people of color for no reason.
But they're individual actions, individual incidents.
I agree, it is individual.
That's like what happened to Trayvon.
It's happening like the whole like group mind. It's like, oh shit, one of us is being attacked. We're all being attacked.
Right, it makes everyone recede into their tribe, right? Like what happened to Trayvon Martin, right? This guy named George Zimmerman, who's a Mexican dude. He's like, but the media made sure to try to paint him out as white.
Yeah, as white as black as possible.
Yeah.
Right. It was weird. It was like you could take a Mexican guy, and I'm not even saying like I'm not saying all Mexicans, obviously, but that's where we're at right now. Where you have to make sure you're careful to say like, hey, are you talking about a Mexican guy right now, dude? And it's like, no, I'm talking about a guy who did a thing. He called cops because a black guy had a hoodie on, and he thought that was suspicious. Like that also happens, but the media makes sure to focus on when white people do it because it's like it's all this weird shit.
But also, in the past, when this has happened, it hasn't been covered. So there's a lot of people that have
True.
Past trauma that are still alive today that basically have never seen this being portrayed on the media as white people being the aggressor. So even though that's been the truth for a long time. So I think it's an interesting time right now where the first time in history, citizens can talk to each other without a filter. So then now you have all generations of people that actually went through racism, people that's never been through racism, people that live in bubbles that never heard that this stuff existed, and they're all just having this huge argument.
All right, and on that note, I gotta take it to the last story now, which has nothing to do with race, but it is about anti-influencing. So this ice cream truck in LA went viral for this photo. This owner, like he owns this ice cream truck and it says, influencers pay double.
That's racist!
Because he just got sick and tired of influencers coming up to his food truck and being like, hey, can I get free ice cream instead of paying $4 for this ice cream?
Those aren't real influencers, I don't think.
They're like fake influencers.
Yeah, that's what everyone is saying about this story. It's like real influencers wouldn't do that shit. But yeah, so he just said like, I'm tired of it. Like they love using the word exposure. And I'm just like, now you're gonna fucking pay double. Instead of $4, $8. So he ended up posting this.
We've decided to make this thing official with signage. We truly don't care if you are an influencer or how many followers you have. We will never give you a free ice cream in exchange for a post on your social media page. It's literally $4 for an item, or $4 an item. Well, now it's $8 for you. Hashtag influencers are gross.
Wow, I get it. I take offense to that. I'm not gross. I don't ask for free shit. You can't put me in the group like that.
Yeah, I think he's just talking about a lot of like the
I'd be pretty sick of them too.
theater influencers. Like,
Posers, dude, trying to save $4 on ice cream.
Yeah,
Holy
they're
shit.
posers.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that at like parking lots, not ice cream trucks.
There you go. You have some
Yeah.
standards, dude.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, I'll give this parking lot some exposure. Let me save the $20 on parking.
Yup.
Because $4 is not much, but $20, that's an outrage, dude.
That's a full meal someplace.
It's funny. I want to see a fucking hashtag ad for a parking.
I know, right?
I
That
can
was so
see
funny.
it, dude. I can see it.
But I also don't know if that's the best move for him for a business. Like if Cardi B shows up and wants ice cream and he goes, oh, for you? $8.
Well, I think it's
She might be like, fuck this place.
So his background is he does work in like the industry, and so he got this food truck as a side business because he needed to make more money. And so he's saying like, you know, he is a working actor in LA, so he understands like the importance of marketing and promotion and stuff. But he's just saying like, you know, this shit for him, he's like, it's not for free. Like it's only $4. It doesn't cost that much for you to pay for my business, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to post it, then that's on you. I don't want to, you know, miss out on my inventory.
Yeah.
So for him, that's how he feels about it. Until he also said that there was this actress that is in a well-known TV show that he didn't mention, but her assistant came over and tried to do the whole thing like, hey, they'll take a photo in front of your truck if you give a free ice cream.
Oh,
And you're
God.
like, fuck no. Like, I don't care how big you are. It's $4 fucking.
I'd be embarrassed to ask for a $4 ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, why does Oprah get fucking gift bags when she goes to places? You know what I'm saying? I've heard that Oprah will ask for things for free so that she can do her favorite things for her magazine. Like, she doesn't need it. She's got $1 billion. But for some reason, rich people love getting shit for free. Like, dude, I'm getting shaken down right now by a major, one of the fucking MCNs.
yeah.
They want a fucking link to my movie Funny Story that just came out because they don't want to pay $3 to watch it on YouTube or whatever. So I got to chase down the company and ask for a fresh link because I only have old cuts of the movie. And I'm like waiting for the company to hit me back because this guy doesn't want to pay fucking $3 to watch a fucking movie.
I'd just pay $3.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like celebrities or whatever receiving free shit. Where I think is fucked up is when they're asking for it. Like, hey, can you hook me up with that? It's like, fuck you.
I think they get a tickle from it. I think that they like knowing that they got this, that they see a pleb in line pulling out their wallet and they go, I don't have to do that. I get the velvet rope. Fuck, you know what I mean? I think it's that
Well,
shit.
I'm a proud bitch because I'm like, I gotta pay. I gotta pay.
Me too.
Yeah.
There was like one point where like me and my team were trying to figure out if we should get this like sponsorship for free and work a deal out with them because like, you know, I have a rate and blah, blah, blah. But it's like now that I was like equating to like, okay, if I get like, for example, $5,000 worth of free shit, oh, it's like not really worth it because I would make way more doing other stuff. So it's like always like in the business sense, always try to like balance out like what's more important, because if it's like $4 or like, you know, whatever, how much money it is, it's just like, just pay for it.
Yeah.
It's also a warning sign. I mean, this guy, it's not like this guy knows who influencers are. When he's basically saying like, don't ask me about this stupid influencer shit. Like here's what I think about that, because stop wasting my time.
Yeah.
Which I think is genius.
And it will save them the embarrassment.
It's an awkward conversation if they say no.
What if he has more followers than them? And he's like, oh, exposure, bitch, I got more followers than you, shut up.
Well, he did say after this going viral, like his ice cream truck has already been pretty successful because obviously influencers want to promote it and shit.
Probably looks nice.
Yeah, so this is what his ice cream, it's called CVT. Or
Looks like drips and swirls.
There's a T, CVT.
Thank you. CVTS. So it's chocolate, vanilla, and swirl or something like that. That's what it stands for.
Oh, it's just one thing? Chocolate and vanilla and swirl.
His business has been better now since this went viral.
I'd support him just for that. I'll be like, yeah, fuck influencers.
And then you're gonna be like, can I get it for free though?
Yeah, and he's like, hey, pay double, pal.
Yep.